learned a lot from the 23 years I've lived my life, but not as much value and wisdom that comes from the 25 years of marriage from my parents. I may not know much about the concept of being married, but what I can tell you is I have never felt more grounded and humbled from the relationship my parents exemplify. If you don't know about the start of this current 25-year journey, let me take you back for a little behind the scenes. My father, the only son and brother of 3 sisters. Brought up in India, my father was a striking young man with lots of hair and incredible humor. My mother, daughter of 3, a studious and obedient child. She is smart. Both coming together on the date of June 10th, 1992, where it all began. Chapter 1. As they both tackled the daily tasks of newlyweds, both made their way across to Saudi Arabia, where my father found a job as a pharmacist. Needless to say, I think we all know Saudi was a little just different. And a couple years later, I joined the family picture. Pink and dollish as ever, I was treated nothing less of a princess. That's how I felt, and that's how I still feel. Now another year passed, and my mom came back to India for the addition of a nugget that I call my little brother, Prashant. I can't imagine the change it would have been for both my parents to have parted ways, not knowing when they would see each other again. Distance did not stop them, though. They exchanged letters and sent voice tape recordings to each other as a constant remembrance of the unconditional love they had for each other. Chapter 2. A couple years passed after being in Saudi, and we all moved back to India and were complete as ever. There was a constant change of jobs and houses and schools that I can't really even tell you exactly where I was at what time. But what I do remember about this stage of my childhood was that my mom continued to be the rock that she is in supporting my father with every step he took in getting the family to achieve the American dream. Chapter 3. Okay, well maybe it wasn't the American dream just yet, but it was good old Canada. One of the most vivid memories I have of us coming to Toronto was when we all landed with nothing but light sweaters in the middle of winter, bringing everything we had and seeing snow for the very first time. My parents, my brother, and I all moved into a studio apartment where we fit a king-size bed, a couch, and the few things we brought with us, all in a 500 square foot apartment. But the space, or their lack of, did not stop my parents. They continued to hold family gatherings and provided us with only the best through this period of time. My parents found jobs as telemarketers where they earned the very first $5 that they both still had and hold on to as a reminder of their hard work, working long hours and putting in overtime. My mother later found a job with her passion of childhood education where she worked her regular hours at the daycare and then took night classes to finish her degree in just 2 years. My brother and I would go days without seeing her, but I knew my father was there, being the rock in her time of need. We transitioned to another apartment in the same building for a little more space, and definitely was a transition period for all of us, but it didn't matter because we had each other, and that's all that mattered. Chapter 4. We made another move yet again, and this time it was to a little suburb called Mississauga, where my parents bought their very first townhouse. My brother and I made some pretty awesome neighborhood friends and created lifelong friendships in the city. A few more years passed, and my parents received a notice. We finally gotten our golden ticket, and by that I mean we got our Canadian citizenship so we can move to America. Chapter 5. We made it. We were finally in America. My dad had found a solid job, a house, and a great school district for my brother and I. My parents always pushed us with all the activities we could do in school, driving us back and forth between dance practice, track meets, football games, and of course marching band. My parents were there through it all, thick and thin, and gave us nothing less than their 100%. The only reason my brother and I were able to adapt to all these changes and transitions were because my parents were there to be our rocks through these hard times. Now I can pretend and say it was nothing. It was easy. It was easy because our parents were pretty flippin' cool and knew exactly what they were doing. But that's not how the story goes. I don't think they exactly knew what they were doing when they were doing it. But what I think they knew was that they had to keep moving forward. Nothing was going to stop them because they had each other to fight the battles that came their way. Chapter 6. College. My parents, even though I knew how hard it was for them, let us spread our wings and take on our own journey as we figured out what we wanted to do. As hard as it was for them, they let us have the freedom they couldn't even dream of at our age. They put us on our feet and built us a strong foundation for us to tackle our own battles. Because of them, we got to enjoy life the way they've always imagined us to. Chapter 7. So here we are, on my own, getting a master's degree and working. Couldn't have imagined I would be living in my own 800 square foot apartment, 1 bedroom, all to myself. Driving my own car to get me to work that's only 10 minutes away. And taking classes and submitting assignments on my very own Mac computer. You could say I got lucky, and I think I got extremely lucky. To have the parents that I have, I am beyond blessed for the life my brother and I were given. So here's to my father, for being that fearless, courageous, and brave figure to us. For showing us it's okay to have a sensitive side, but still being strong through it. You're not any regular dad, you're a daring, dashing hero, even though you still worry about your hair. And here's to my mother, for being that selfless, powerful, forgiving role model to us. For showing us that any battle can be fought with truth and love. You're not any regular mom, you are an exquisite and beautiful warrior. And here's to 25 years in the making of history. You two are the only people I know that can say we've actually started from the bottom. So thank you to both of you. Love you guys.